In a horse race, I may prefer to be up near the front. I'm actually one of the few drivers who would rather be first over, but here at the Meadows, I really had to change that. Horses just don't live as long here on the outside, but if any part of the mile I could be on any racetrack, I'd rather be first over. I just think if you can head a horse on the front, I think the horse in the front is more apt to not fight as long, and your horse is more apt to swell up as quick. A horse in the front, there's always horses chasing him. There's always someone at you. I mean, a lot of people like to be on the front, but I have no preference of being in the 2 or second over like most people would like to be. I'd much rather be first over and try to take one solid whack at it and hopefully get the job done. There's a lot of times there's the sheets come out and I'm naming a lot of horses in one race, so I've got to make a choice, and sometimes it's not the right choice, sometimes it's not this choice, but I usually try to go with the trainers that I drive a lot for, or there is some loyalty factor, people that have put me down and keep putting me down, and I used to just try to take the best horse in the race, but since I've had some other things happen in my life, whatever, I just try to be as loyal as possible to the people that are loyal to me, and sometimes you really are in a tough spot and have to pick between two really good horses, and you got to try to balance those two things out and maybe pick one that that might not be the best, but you just got to do what you got to do sometimes. But picking horses is one of the tough parts of this job. When I'm driving the favorite, it all depends on what racetrack you're at. At Northfield, you really have to give them a chance. There's a lot of scrutiny there, but here at the Meadows, when you're driving the favorite, they most of the time they need a trip. It doesn't matter. I'm usually not driving the 1 to 5 or 2 to 5 shots here, but when I'm driving a favorite, I do tend to drive a little bit more aggressively. You really want to. I'd rather go down swinging than be locked in, especially with the horse that looks good on paper and and the people are betting on. They deserve a chance, as we do, as your trainer and owner, to win, lose, or make your own fate. In 5 years from now, I really don't know where I'll be, but hopefully racing horses, and hopefully we still get to go for the money we go for, and a lot of the people that are in the business now are still in the business. I don't really ever set lofty goals or anything like that. I'm very, very happy making a good living and winning races. I'm just as happy. So 5 years from now, hopefully I'm winning races.